asking you to have a little coffee, have a little talk.
No big whoop.
And no big whoop. Whatever you're drinking, I'm not judging. I could take a bath in this coffee cup.
Is that Irish coffee?
I wish it were Irish coffee. If it were Irish coffee, I'd be slurring my words in all likelihood. Chris Campanelli is here. Nice to have you back, sir.
Great to be here with you, my friend. Great to be here.
And this is a 10-piece mop, duster, towel, machine washable set.
Yes.
Everything in the set.
Everything
is machine washable.
Everything is machine washable. The only duster set that we make that is machine washable.
All right. Now, we have this for you in lots of, well, we had lots of colors.
Yes.
Many of them sold out.
They
Only
did.
two remain.
Two remain.
Two remain. We have the pink and the red. So here's the pink.
Yes.
And there's the red. Now you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the puppy fur towels. No puppies were harmed.
No puppies harmed.
In the making of these towels. They're just soft like a puppy's fur.
Correct.
And then you get 1 microfiber mop.
Yes.
You get the telescoping pole.
Yes.
You get the mop head.
Yes.
You get the duster, medium size, the large duster, and everything is washable.
Everything is washable, yeah. If you were to ask me which kit, like if you were to start with the Campanelli brand here on QVC, we've been here for over 21 years. If you were to start with the Campanelli brand, I would say that this would be the set that I would recommend for you because you can clean way up high, way down low, you can do dusting, you can do deep cleaning, you can do all of that stuff. But you get 3 major products, 1 being the dusters, 2 being the mop, and 3 being the puppy fur towels. But let's start out and show you why I think this kit is so important, right? The disposable products that you buy at the store, first of all, they're a toy-like in comparison. Ours does a much better job, but when you continue to use this, this ends up in the landfill. Why? Because you have to take this off, throw it away, and then go back and buy more disposable products. It's the same thing with all of these, right? Same thing with mop pads, same thing with paper towels. But maybe you're using what your grandmother used, which was a feather duster. So back in maybe like 1865, that was a good thing to use. But dust is nasty stuff. We want to get rid of it. Dust is skin scales, dust mite, and dust mite poop. So using microfiber, you can see there's big...
poop.
I did say poop. But this is going to lift, trap, and remove that mess in one single pass. Everything is now trapped in the microfiber pad here. So what do? I take this, I peel it off, and then I'm going to come over here to my makeshift hamper because why? That's going to end up in the washing machine and the dryer. For the very first time, our dusters are washable. So you put that in the washing machine, put it in the dryer, and you get to use it over and over instead of going back and buying those disposable products.
It's important to know about microfiber that it is not to be mixed with fabric softener.
Correct.
Either liquid fabric softener in the wash water or those fabric softener sheets. They don't get along with microfiber. You don't need them because they coat the outside and make them less absorbent.
That is correct.
This is why you want to wash them without any kind of fabric softener. That is always important. If you've got an area where dust gathers and you need a way to clean it, this will fit down inside tough spaces.
All the way down there, because I can't get my hand down to the bottom of that vase there, but I can take my duster, put it all the way down to the bottom. By the way, these are bendable, so if I wanted to, I could take this, I can bend it at a 90-degree angle, and then do the ceiling fan blades. But you're like, but Chris, my ceiling fan blades are not right here by my face, they're way up high. So what we're gonna do to combat that is we're gonna unscrew this little knob at the end here.
Right.
Okay, we're going to grab our extension pole that comes with this kit, and we're just going to screw this in, and now what this does is it becomes a handheld duster on the end of the extension pole. So now, David, I can get way up high and get things that I wouldn't ordinarily. Well, first of all, we'll start with the normal stuff, right? So how about this guy up here on the top of the cabinets or maybe the credenza that you have in the house or something like that. But if you wanted to get up really, really high, like maybe the 2nd-story balcony without having to move any furniture or something like that, this is allowing me to get way up there. And now if I wanted to go down low to use this as like a mop or something, all I have to do is unscrew this. Watch this, David. Now we're going to use this as a mop. So I can take the mop head with the pad and screw it in, and now I can use it all the way down on the floor like a dry mop if I wanted to.
And if it's a little bit off center, that's by design because you want a little extra flap to take care of your quarter round or your baseboards.
That's right. So I'm showing you a white pad. This is a clean white pad. Why? Because I'm going to show you what we call the clean pad challenge. Yours is going to come with a gray pad, but gray doesn't really show the dirt as much. So this is a mop that you're going to be able to use any of the solutions that you like. So if you want to use GP66 or something like that, you can spray the pad or you can spray the floor. But when you get this home, I want you to take it out of the box and I want you to mop your floors, right? This is kind of like the clean sock challenge, David. You know when you clean the floors, then you wear white socks, what usually happens after you walk around the clean floor with white socks? You have dirty socks because all of that dirt is now trapped. You know, this microfiber is lifting, trapping, and removing and getting the hidden dirt that you can't see. But just like the duster pads, when this gets dirty, instead of throwing it away, I'm going to peel it off, I'm going to put it in my washing machine, put it in the dryer, and I get to use it over and over and over again.
That is what makes it so great. Now, let me also encourage you to remember that this is a kit that handles every part of your home. Now,
Yes.
if you've got large appliances like a refrigerator, there's a grill underneath there. If that grill gets dirty, then the refrigerator works harder. The
Yes.
compressor has to work harder to keep things cool.
Yes.
You want to clear out the dust and the debris out from that grill so that it can get the air that it needs so that the compressor can work at its best.
Yes.
Not harder, smarter.
And to go one step further with that, the same principle applies with your air conditioning system in your house. Get rid of all of the obstructions. There's an intake, there's like a large grate that has intake. Get rid of the dust on there. And then, of course, the outlet vents. You want to make sure those are also dust-free.
Right.
That's what's great for these. This particular kit also does come with these 5 puppy fur towels. I love to use these for like the damp dusting or the deep cleaning that I might not do all the time around the house. Just with a little bit of tap water, I can take this and I can get that hidden dirt and dust that you can't see. All of that dirt and dust is now trapped on the towel, but unlike maybe using paper towel or something like that, this is going to end up where? Right back in my hamper because I'm going to put that in the washing machine and the dryer.
A lot of people have maintenance programs with their HVAC company. Well,
Yeah,
here
right.
is the reality of the maintenance program. They'll change your air filter.
Yes,
They will make sure that the machinery is working well.
that's right.
And then they will go outside, maybe check the compressor.
Yes.
And then they will have you sign a paper, and then they'll leave. They don't do anything about the air intake areas.
They sure don't.
They don't do anything about the air where the air comes out, where all the dust collects, where the dust is blocking those areas. We certainly feel it though when we are trying to get cool or warm depending on the season of the year. And right now, it really depends on the time of year as to, or the time of day as to whether you are cold or hot. Now, we have this in the pink. We also have this in the red, only the 2 colors. You choose a color because it makes you smile or it matches your house.
That's right.
Now, Chris is coming back a little later in the show. He has sponges that we were going to be talking about.